this week on It's Happening Out. The disunited states of America.
Democrats because of what they do to our country.
Killer inside, Aaron Hernandez.
You know my temper.
Dave Chappelle comes out.
I'm gay. I am gay and...
I'd swallow that.
Fine.
It's all happening out tonight. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Special guest host, Scott Pressler. Special guest host, Dr. Stephen Smith. Special guest host, Ron Burdesky. With your host, lifestyle expert Napoleon Plate. Trans activist Aaron Phoenix. Reality TV star Chef Josie. DJ Diva Power Infinity. And our moderator, Al Ferguson. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how exciting. I bet you are wondering what you're tuned into right now, but yes, It's Happening Out, and we're coming to you live tonight from Vegan Fine Foods.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's another fun week. I'm taking over for Al because Al is on the slopes in Aspen, and well, you know, when the cat's away, the mice will play.
Oh, no. I will never let you tell Al that I am a mouse to him. In fact, I heard that he had a fall because he was skiing for the first time. Congratulations to skiing for the first time. And he's doing well. That's why I can make fun of him now.
Yeah, please, don't get hurt.
He's fine. We're good friends. I can make fun of him now. And so we wish you the best, Al, but we're happy to be here tonight. Josie and I are going to lead a great job, and it's going to be really fun because we're here at Vegan Fine Foods.
I know. I came with an appetite. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and introduce our guests. We have some special guests this evening. Right now, we have Dr. Stephen Smith. He is the owner of Vegan Fine Foods. It is so exciting to have you. I know that you're doing something amazing here in Fort Lauderdale. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we've been here almost 2 years, so we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary here at Vegan Fine Foods, and it's an honor to host.
Congratulations.
It's happening now.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And what made you what inspired you to come into the downtown Fort Lauderdale area?
Well, we wanted to be in a central location where we can attract as many people who are interested in plant-based eating, vegan foods. We felt that a central location in downtown Fort Lauderdale was perfect because everybody can find us.
Wow.
And so far, it's worked out well.
You know, that's very true. In fact,
Yes.
Al, I know Al's not here tonight, but for my 30th birthday just a couple months ago, on a voyage across South Florida, he brought me here just to experience a little bit of it. I think that's how we actually ended up meeting you.
Yes.
He took me here for my birthday, as well as Alejandro from production side. And it was just an incredible experience. I felt like I was back in New York by being here. I was connected to my healthy identity.
Yeah.
And so thank you for this store because it really allowed me to be a little bit more myself, especially in an area where that's not always the easiest. So.
And, you know, we're going to we're going to get really deep into that tonight because I hear that your chef is preparing some deliciousness for us. So I'm super excited. I came with an appetite. I definitely know that Napoleon came with one.
Hey,
That's for
I'm
sure.
building muscle. What can I say?
Yeah, looking good.
But, you know, also joining the host table tonight, we have Ron Burdesky. And thank you for coming.
Pleasure being here.
A Republican political analyst. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, it's very difficult to be a gay. And in my case, I wear a couple hats. You know, I'm gay, Hispanic, Jewish and 5'2.5"
Okay.
tall.
I was gonna say that's very similar to me, except I'm not Cuban and 5'2" tall is not where I was gonna go. Wherever my camera is to be like moment to it of size.
I am going to tell you something. I am freaking out being here because I am a meat person, and I'm looking around and saying, "Oh my goodness, look at this! Look at this! I'm learning so much." So
Okay, very
I'm
good.
excited about this. I think it's great that we have different things for everybody to really participate and share and learn.
Yeah.
God, do I hate stupid people that tell me, "Oh, I don't know, I don't care. Oh, that's so gross. That's so dumb." You know what? Open up your eyes, smell the coffee, find other things which are good for us at the end of the day.
All right. Well, I bet you have a lot to
Oh,
say
but-
tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do that. And also tonight, joining this wonderful host table, we have the universal citizen of Cleanup for Americans. Okay, that's my new title for you. We have Scott Pressler at the table.
Thank you, Josie. I'm a conservative activist who spends my time traveling across the country picking up trash. Now, this sounds very serious. I also register voters. I want people to have a voice in our constitution. Public, and I believe if you don't vote, then you lose your voice. And you should see me standing next to Ron, because unlike this 5'2" Cuban, I am 6'5" tall.
Oh God.
Quite a sight to see. But
I can picture a lot of things we
My
can do
first
together.
boyfriend was my first boyfriend was 6'7". So you say that, and I'm just like, oh God, you're a good height.
All right.
That's a
Well,
good height.
before we start reminiscing about our ex-lovers, okay, we're gonna go ahead and tell you about one of the wonderful new digital products that It's Happening Out is producing these days, and it's called Happening.Fun. It happens every Monday night at 8 p.m. We have a video for you. Watch this.
When viewing our live show in your app, please click share. After clicking share, your screen should change and you can then click watch party. On the next screen, tonight, only on Happening.Fun. We are attractions. We are casino events. We are nightlife. We are festivals. We are concerts. We are Florida events. We are movies. We are sports. We are live performance. With your host, Napoleon Plays. With your moderator, Al Ferguson. Celebrities and interviews, Judy Gold. Let's plan ahead. Ultra Music Festival 2020. Out and About, Gay Ocho Festival 2020. Around Florida, 43rd Annual Central Florida Scottish Highland Games. The Fun 5, Nightmare at Story, Lock-in Country Safari. It's all happening tonight on South Florida's most popular live source for things to fun. Only on Happening.Fun.
thank you.
Yeah. So that's Happening.Fun. It's South Florida's #1 source to fun. So you guys just, tune in every Monday, 8 p.m., live every week. And also, oh my God, this is the most exciting product that we've introduced recently. And this is Q News Tonight, okay? Q News Tonight, we've also provided a video for you. So let me let you take a look at that, okay? Watch this.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah. All right. So listen, every single day now, this is a daily show. We're going live at 7 p.m. Napoleon and Al, you guys are throwing it down with Mr. Aaron Darr.
Yeah.
And we're bringing you the news out of the closet and into the headlines every day at 7 p.m. So we're going to go ahead and this is that time of the week that usually we beat up on Trump, but maybe we've taken into consideration that we have our conservative voice at the
Well,
table.
thank you.
It's these two, by the way.
Okay?
You have your hands there and there. It's these two.
You know, and I wanted to let you know, just look at this. This is our meme of the week. What do you think about that, guys?
Oh, Lord.
I feel like I'm watching The Simpsons for sure.
Really?
I can see that in the background. I feel a sense of impending doom just from watching it. That's generally my thought, though. So.
Well, The
That brings me-
Simpsons.
he makes me sad that right now the people of Russia that have suffered so much are under communism. Now they thought they had freedom, and we have a dictator. I think it's horrible for a man like him that discriminates against the LGBTQ community. Arrest them. It's illegal. And you know, during the soccer championship, you could not go out with your partner holding hands outside the stadiums or anything because it was against the law. So I think that he's a monster towards the LGBT community, and I think he's a pig, and I really have no respect for anybody who takes the liberty of anyone.
Well,
That's
so
it.
that takes us right into our happening now breaking news. This is happening today. This is right now the most breaking news. I mean, Russia, the entire government has basically resigned, and under pressure from Vladimir Putin, and this is a very dangerous moment. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think about and what your thoughts on this most recent news.
You know, I'm really conflicted over this because in some ways you can see that at least the government, the parliament of Russia, is stating, okay, this is what we need to have happen. We've had the entire government resign, which is alarming to anyone from outside of I don't know reality. But they're in line with exactly what Putin wanted. Putin wanted to say, just as he did 2 days prior, that he wanted to put more power into those that were electing the president, and that Parliament essentially is now forced to elect those that are put forward. And so what that means is he was empowering himself because he's about to step down from the role from his current role and in term for 2 service.
He's basically positioning himself to continue being the leader of Russia.
He just became the Tsar. Again, the people of Russia suffered under the Tsar system. They got communism. They thought they got rid of it. And now this guy comes in and says, forget your liberty, forget your freedoms, forget whatever the hell you think you have. I'm back, and it's Tsar Putin. And I think that's disgusting. It really is. And I think as a country, our country and the world have to condemn what this man is doing because he's a dangerous person. It is dangerous for the world. He is a man that has absolutely shown no respect towards anybody. And he wants to bring back Russia to the glorious Soviet Union era. And I think that's very alarming because it's bringing our country into a possible conflict with that type of government.
I'm hyper interested now because if Al were here, he would point out the idea that you're against Putin. Is that what you said?
Yes,
okay.
Very much against him.
But Putin and Trump, you're a Trump supporter, right?
Yes, I am.
So there's a strong relationship that a lot of our viewers will put together between Putin and Trump, but you're against one and for the other.
I don't think there is. As a matter of fact, if you remember, it was during the President Obama that quietly he said to
Medvedev,
wait until I get reelected so we can deal.
I will have more leverage.
I think there's a problem that the United States historically has had with Russia is that we really don't understand their culture. You need to understand that Russia has always had the complex of being the imperial royal family, the imperial Russia, Mother Russia, if you may. And people need to understand that didn't go away with the fall of communism or the fall of Soviet Union. To begin with, Putin was a member of the...
KGB.
Yes, he was.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So why should you care so much about what's happening within Russia? Isn't it their right as a country to do what they choose to do without, let me finish,
Well, great question.
without
Actually,
interference from Trump, from you, from anybody outside of Russia?
I'm gonna tell
it's
you-
a sovereign country.
It is a sovereign country,
Let them live their lives.
except that they have nuclear weapons.
So do we.
Except that they have been aggressively
There are many countries
opposing
that have
and attacking
There
our
are many
freedom
countries
and
that have
democracy.
nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
There are many countries that have leaders you might not like, I might not like.
Absolutely.
That's their country.
It is
We
their
don't
country.
need to be
However,
involved. We need to worry about our country.
Well, wait a minute. We do need to worry about our country, and the way we need to worry about our country is to secure that every nation around the world has the opportunity to develop democracy,
That's
freedom
not our
for all.
responsibility.
Oh, it isn't. That's why we're not.
It's not
We
our
should not be the
responsibility.
police
Okay, well,
officer.
I'm going to interject. Number one, I agree with Dr. Steve with an America First philosophy that we need to put our country first.
Absolutely.
Now, number one, when it comes to Russia, I want to say that I'm thankful that America is the number one now in both natural gas and oil, because the more energy independence that we have, the less power that Russia has against us.
Yes.
And number two, I believe that we need to take a stance with Russia very similar to Iran, where we are not in the business of regime change. What we should do is we should let the Russian people know that we stand with them and that you need to be the resistance against Putin. And if you stand against the Ayatollah like the Iranian people do, then you should be out marching in the streets against his dictatorial position.
You know, Romney said during the campaign for re-election during Obama's campaign, he said the biggest danger we had as Americans was Russia. And they, oh no, you're lying, Russia's
Yes,
not.
he
And
did.
you know what? At the end of the day, we have an enemy, and it's Russia. No matter what we do, let them do whatever the hell they want.
Let's table the idea that Russia is our enemy, because that's been the trend and the topic of conversation ever since Trump has been elected, right?
Yep.
So
for good reason.
and for good reason. So we
I
can
don't know if
debate.
it's for good reason.
I mean, we can debate that another time. But
Well,
what do you think right now? And
Steve wants
this
to.
is again, without being distracted. Right now, we're talking about an entire parliament that is going to resign, leaving Vladimir Putin, probably one of our fiercest, I guess, aggressions out in the world, right? And I call them an aggression because let's not
Absolutely.
let's not
You've got this
mince
from the two
words.
conservatives.
Look at
That's a big
Ukraine.
statement that you're. Yeah, I mean, you're more liberal than the two conservatives that are here.
I'm the purple one at the table.
are
Remember?
stating that they agree with you on that front.
But
not all
Putin's
conservatives
absolutely
agree with that.
aggressive.
But that being said, let's really, what do you guys think is the message that he's sending to the world right now?
I am God. I am almighty. I am powerful. Screw you. You're going to mess with me. I'm going to tell you how you're going to deal with me. And if you don't like it, you're going to face Mother Russia. That's the message it's giving. Scaring everybody around him. Scaring all those nations that once were part of the Soviet Union. Armenia, Belarus, and all these countries, which are now trembling, saying, oh my Lord, anytime we can lose our democracy or freedom, like Poland, Hungary, all these nations must be concerned.
So what do you propose doing then?
Well,
What
I'll
do you think
tell
the
you,
United States should do?
I think I do agree with you. The United States ought to have a firm stand and say, you know what? You are an enemy of democracy. You are a threat. Don't mess with us.
Or what?
Help
Wait.
the people.
Or what?
Help
Or
the
else?
people.
Or else what?
I'm going to tell you
Go to war?
exactly. No,
You wanna
first-
go to war
no,
with
no,
them?
Wait a minute. It
So
has
you're
nothing
taking
to
a
do
hard
with war.
line, but what are you
No.
proposing?
The best way, and it's being proven right now, the best way that we have as a country, as Americans, it's called our wallet. It calls economical
I'm
sanctions.
sorry. I
I
can't-
mean, I'm going to tell you
Napoleon,
something.
I
can't
think
buy
you
it.
have
That's-
something you want to say. Jump in there.
I agree with you. It's just I've got to ask. So you support Trump. You support Trump.
Absolutely.
But you
I
also,
do.
you're both saying that you don't, it's the same question I asked you earlier. You're saying that you don't support Russia, you don't support Putin. And I'm confused as to, especially in this story, how you can split the hair between the one versus the other. And especially for you, because if you support
I
Trump, how
don't
can you say that?
understand how they're similar. I mean, that would be like
I
saying
don't understand
that the Democrat Party is in line with Ukraine when Joe Biden tried to withhold money from Ukraine to get his son,
Right.
have the prosecutor fired who was investigating Burisma. I just don't think
You don't see a connection.
Same.
You don't see any
Okay,
connection.
guys, I
between
see, I
Putin
see
and
this
Trump.
conversation.
You see no connection between Putin
Then I
and
would
Trump?
say the Democrat Party is in line with Ukraine.
I see this
if you wanna use that.
conversation
Is that how
could
you support
spiral
Trump?
out of control, and before we create an internal war, we haven't even we
Oh,
don't
there's
even
no
have this.
war. There's just
we're
hair
only a
flipping.
few minutes into this show right now, so let's go ahead and we like to do something. Maybe we just need a little more alcohol in all of us so that we can start hearing each other and seeing eye to eye, right? So right now is our favorite time, one of our favorite games. I'd swallow that. So now we have to swallow our words. Let me tell the viewing audience how this works. Basically, what we're going to do, it kind of works like truth or dare. We're going to ask a question or make a statement, and if you agree with the statement or it seems true to you, you're going to take the shot.
Ooh.
If not, you're not going to take the shot.
Okay.
Clear?
I was responding
That's
like
fine.
I haven't played this for 50 weeks. I'm just excited. I love that there's so many new people.
So we take the shot if we agree.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's true for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Or if you're just thirsty, keep going.
I know.
Okay, there you go.
Well, if you do that, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay.
Josie is on top of all of this. She's better than Al, honestly.
So just so you know, we have this real cutie, a hottie from the Johnsons, who is our IHO boy. Come on, Alexander.
Yeah, next to me. I got this.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, look
You're
at
in the
that.
right place.
So go ahead and grab your shot just for,
Thank
just in case.
You finally get to be next
I'll
to me.
take it all.
All right.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Okay, you boys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. The first question. There is a person in my life I wish I could blink out of existence.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. Time. What word is blank?
There you go.
Blink.
That's a good question.
Like, you could just Thanos snap them out of existence.
Get rid of them. Okay.
They no longer exist.
Are
They're
we
the
ready?
Soul Stone division.
I have one.
Oh,
Then
God.
drink.
Ready? Nancy Pelosi.
Wait, why?
Get her out. What a nightmare.
Is it because you're a Trump supporter? And
No,
she's
no,
a
actually,
strong
because-
adversary and
No,
why he's incorrect?
Oh, no. It's the fact that she should be in Congress defending her district and not making her district look as it is, full of trash, drugs, and abuse. That is why I don't want her out. I want her out of every American.
First of all, if it's full of trash, you just have to get our friend here right there to
I
get it
am
out.
going on
February
so
there you
so
go.
that's the easy
And,
thing.
I'm going to
But-
tell you something.
great.
I would probably join you.
But you should, because that's part of us being a full community. But let me say that's not Nancy Pelosi's fault if there's trash in the
Oh,
district.
please. Every time she opens her mouth, it's
she
trash.
doesn't have control over every single interference. And so,
Well,
yeah,
since
there's
we're
a lot she can be
blinking,
doing.
and
And a
I
lot of what she's
actually
doing is
did my
incredible.
shot.
I want to know.
Incredible what she's doing. We're going to do that right there. Are we?
Since I did do my shot, I could blink and just lose the Duck Dynasty. How about that?
Oh.
See you guys later, okay?
Is that still
We don't add
Yeah, that was
anything.
so good.
You're not
It's so
adding
I was so
anything.
Trump ready for more, and you're
my
going
Lord.
pop culture.
Hey,
I'm
listen, Trump's there for entertainment. I can deal with him. The Duck Dynasty, I don't even know what their stance is, okay?
It's okay. There's I think everybody has someone they would blink out of existence if they needed to. I mean, like, I would blink out of existence Hitler. Like, doesn't everyone
Yeah.
say something like
well,
that?
he's
at some
already
point?
dead, so we're good.
Out of existence. It
Yeah.
never existed.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
like existence. You see, you're getting nerdy
I'm
right
all-
now. Okay, Napoleon.
Not that there's anything
you just
wrong
took
with that.
you just took the words deeper than they needed to go. Okay.
I like it deeper, Josie.
So you guys, question 2. Oh, IHO boy.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
I'm keeping
hey.
it on my head, so.
Oh, no. I need another
This
one
is the
just in
time when
case.
you grab the shot. It's okay. Oh, I need one too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a second.
Take a shot.
Thank you,
Now,
sir.
repeat again. We can drink it when?
When you agree. So like just a moment ago you agreed that
Then I
someone-
agree. There you go.
Okay, so that's one. The next one, question number 2. I would fight for my country in war.
Oh, God.
That's a tough one.
This is like one. If you asked me my greatest fear, this would be one of my greatest fears. Especially now with Trump in office, I could absolutely not fight for my country in war. I would die. I would not feel comfortable going to war for my country, given what's happening in our own government and political structure. There are sometimes, very rarely, that I can say that war is a justified experience. But you have to want to put your life on the line. We're all intelligent people right here. To want to and be able to put your life on the line for somebody else's orders, because that's what the army or what being in war dictates, for a war you might not believe in, is terrifying to me. And I am terrified of things like the draft, because it does affect me. I think it affects you too still. It terrifies me. It's one of my number one big fears.
I want to tell you that I personally have the American flag in my home out every night. I have a light put in it. And I will take it off the moment all of our boys and girls serving in the armed forces of the United States come home. We should not be the police officers of the world. We ought to go ahead and get them back home, defend our country. Would I die for war? Absolutely. If you come taking away my freedom, my democracy, my way of my lifestyle, that I will defend. Now, do I want my boys back home and my girls back home? Damn right I do. And I agree with the president. Bring him home. Let's go home. Close all this thing.
Wait.
We should be against war.
Wait. Can I Ron, you were just saying that you agree with Trump in respects you're a Trump supporter, but you just said that you don't agree with the idea of policing the world.
We don't.
But that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's leasing out our veterans, our army goers, our armed forces to fight world events in Iran and Iraq. No, wait. That's actually what's happening.
Wait a minute. First of all, he is not doing anything like that.
That's what he said it was.
No. Don't do that, because that's
Hey, boys,
not true.
we're playing a
Historically,
game.
it isn't.
Guys, we're
Historically,
playing a
it's
game
not
right
the
now.
case.
Fun part.
Hey, guys,
I'm
we're
having so
playing
much
a
fun.
game. Boys, we're playing a game right now. Okay?
Okay, good.
Just answer the question. Okay? And
Ron,
I
it's
get, listen.
Okay,
I get it that we're all very passionate. There's going to be another moment for us to be passionate about our beliefs and our principles and our visions.
Then
and
let's just take note of that moment.
our
We'll go back to it
alignment.
later, like you said.
Okay? But
Jared Curry, if Power were here, roll that back.
You would roll that back. So you were talking. You did take the shot. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me why. Why would you go to and fight for our country?
Well, I feel a little guilty. My dad is a retired Navy captain, and his father, my grandfather, was also a retired Navy captain. And I always joke, what happened to me? And I do feel I am serving in a different capacity, but should we go to war, I will even cut my hair and join and serve my country if need be. And I do make that commitment, here in front of all these viewers.
I know that doesn't sound like it's as big of a deal. Maybe if someone's just meeting you like our viewers are tonight.
Yeah.
But I've done a little bit of research. I'm part of production, and I had to know a little bit more about you. And I know that one of the things that you said before this was, it doesn't matter if I was Democrat or Republican. It doesn't matter essentially what position I'm in. I would have this hair. So for you to say that, I would cut my hair.
Deal.
It's a big deal.
It is. Oh, no, trust. This long, luxurious locks to cut it for the military.
And they are beautiful.
Thank you.
I see it in person right now up close. It's beautiful.
All right.
But that's a big
All
deal.
right,
As
so
to
we're
what you're
just
saying
going to
right
move
now.
right along. And just so you guys know, I took my shot, and I would also fight for our country. And
I took my shot, too.
And I'll tell you, it's I have a niece and nephew, and I would fight for the idea of what America is supposed to stand for.
Yes.
Amen.
And it's supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Absolutely.
And this is the place where we can all come and make our dreams come true, no matter who you are, where you're from. And I do believe that America stands for that. And so I would fight for that idea.
I thought you were going to quote, what was it, 98 Degrees? I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me.
One day.
I was
one
right
day.
there. my little gay heart went right out for that.
Yeah. So question number 3, guys. Oh boy. Are you still? Oh, you still have a shirt. You don't have a shirt on. Okay.
It is hot. This is a good seat to be in.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
We have some respectful Republicans for you tonight for the first time.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, Alexander's from the Johnsons in Wilton Manors, the gayest place on planet Earth. And if you've never been there, you should definitely stop in. Okay, so our next question is, I've imagined my own death.
Oh God. Everyone's scaring me with their results.
You haven't, huh?
No, it's like every single day that I imagine 400 ways I could die. I don't.
Yeah.
Steve, you took the shot.
Yeah, I have imagined that over the years. You know, I don't dwell on it, but it has passed through my mind a few times, you know.
Anything exciting?
No, it's all pretty sad. Nothing worth talking about.
All right.
But of course, you know, we think about it.
Yeah, every now and again. What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think inspires that thought?
Fear. Every time the calendar got closer to your birthday or after your birthday,
yeah.
you're saying, "Oh,
Getting
wait a
closer.
minute! The clock is ticking," and I know because I find that death is something that we as a society really have a lot of difficulty dealing with, and we ought to talk about it. Having been from a generation that was devastated due to the HIV virus in the late 70s, early 80s, I saw many of my brothers and sisters, but mostly brothers, passed on due to AIDS. And it made me realize, I had them here a minute ago and they're not there anymore, that, hey, this is going to happen to me sooner or later. And I think we need to come with terms. What am I living for? How am I living? Am I really getting what I want out of life? And once you answer those questions, you realize death is going to come to you, surely, but you've got to face it in a very positive manner. I don't fear death.
Well, I tell you, I'm a big horror movie lover, and Final
Why
Destination.
did you strike me as that guy, huh?
I look a little gothic.
I can see you. I
but
see you.
Final
Vampire.
Destination ruined it for me, and every time you're driving on a major interstate, I see those trucks carrying the logs, and I go, "Not today, Satan," and I go around those gosh darn trucks with logs, not happening to me, not going through my window.
Right.
So that scares me.
Wow. Well, that will take us right to question number 4. Oh, Alexander, we need you, Idaho boy. All right, last round.
Thank you.
Okay.
Make it count, everyone.
Thank you.
That's for you. That one's
Yeah.
for you.
Okay, so question number 4. I'm still on track with my New Year's resolution.
Hell, I haven't even started mine.
That's what Josie said earlier.
I mean, really, I hear this every year. Oh, this year I'm going to start. You know what? It ain't going to happen. You don't really have to
Hey.
do it at the beginning of the year.
Mr.
It ain't gonna-
Positivity,
Hey,
what
I'm
happened?
positive, hey, I'm very positive. Positive enough that you
teasing.
know that it ain't going to happen. So what the hell?
Did you make one though?
Oh, of course. The same one I've done years ago.
Oh,
The
so
same one. Oh, this year I'm going to go into training this year. I'm going to go and take care of my body more. The hell with it.
Listen,
we should
Then,
go out.
then I eat. I
Wait,
have a
wait,
great
the-
steak and
The
everything.
three of us need to go out and ninja train because it's the sexiest place to meet guys. Number 1 and 2, you
Oh.
feel like powerful and hidden and cool. Like you got to do it. We've got some partners that are all about that ninja training. I'll make sure we get into it. if
We
you're
can have a
interested.
deeper conversation about your goals in life, and it sounds like you're very busy, but I know how to balance it all. So we'll go, offline. Me and my Republican political analyst. I love this. Okay. All right. Right now, guys, it takes us right into our next segment. We're doing celebrity hot topics.
Oh,
So that we gotta take it out of the fun.
The
and
crowd
bring
is
us into
cheering for this segment.
some
Jeez.
craziness. And during this segment, I just want to say, Steve, thank you so much. I hear that we're going to be getting some tamago topped with, not salmon rolls. I can't even wait to see what this
They're coming
is.
soon, yeah.
And
man,
also, we're going to be getting some Asian summer rolls that are going to come to the table, and I'm just looking forward to it. Wow, I don't even know what to say about it, but
I got lost too, Josie.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was,
sorry.
I was like, good food.
My-
I haven't had that since we were at Bubbles and Pearls.
My mouth is watering. Listen, the plant-based life is something that I completely promote. even at my own restaurant at Bubbles and Pearls, we do 20% of our menu is vegan or vegetarian.
Oh, nice.
And that's a nod to all my friends who are vegan and
Yeah,
vegetarian.
you guys should have a program where people can go from one to the next for just for me because I can't pay for anything. You guys should have a program where you can go like and sister program.
Well,
I'm here to
we
help
take
out.
every dish and we take like a regular dish and turn it vegan and together. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Guys, in Celebrity Hot Topics, what did I just say?
Hot Pockets. She is hungry.
Obviously, I can see that.
Hot Topics.
Right.
We have Dave Chappelle in the news again, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited that he's back on the scene. During his recent Mark Twain acceptance speech, he kind of comes out. Take a look at this.
And what I really wanted to say tonight, and I'm glad I get the platform to do it, I'm gay. I am gay, and I can't wait to see what this does for my career, being gay like this. So many special shout-outs. One of the main artists.
God, well, I don't know if you thought that was funny, but I sure did. What do you guys think about Dave Chappelle coming out?
Yes, he can come out. What was going on? Oh, Dave Chappelle. Oh, that's right. There's no more Shop Boy. I think it's really curious that he decided to play toward that denomination of people because I know he has a lot of queer supporters that are excited about the fact that he just always accentuates what's different about him from the community. And so that allows him to be a voice for a lot of minorities, whether they're LGBT or not. And so when he jokes about something like that, I think that he has the right to do so because he has embraced our communities as LGBTQ, as queer, as minority, as other. And he makes light of it because he's also experienced similar things. Of course, I'm not black, so, I can't just...
Wow.
Any other thoughts?
I'm actually going to agree with you. Wow, that is history right here.
Beautiful.
I actually agree with you. I think that the message is the right one. I think it's let's be tolerant. Let's open up. Let's just forget about our differences and find common ground. And I applaud him for that. I think it's absolutely amazing.
What do you think,
I agree.
Steve?
I think it was cool, and I think it's needed. To remove the stigma in the community. There's still issues when it comes to.
So no one was offended that he basically sensationalized the idea of being gay and that he that he was using that as like kind of the butt of his joke.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, it's Dave Chappelle. First of all, he's actually really funny, and also he's kind of attractive too. So I know I'm slutty, so whatever. But like I what is it? I'd swallow that. We're at the point where I'd shag, marry, chop. I think he's very talented. He's very interesting. There's a lot to him as a person. And he thinks intellectually, and that's why he gets a pass that maybe someone that might say that in ignorance couldn't, because he's doing it with social awareness.
So, was your reaction? Were you offended when you?
Oh, absolutely not! I laughed my ass off. Okay. I just have to be devil's advocate tonight. That's my job tonight.
Okay.
I was trying to, find a question that might bring a different. No, Dave Chappelle, man. If you know his story, if you follow his work, his comedy is raw. When I grew up with Eddie Murphy, so Dave Chappelle is just another level. It brings it into our time and into our generation, and it makes our struggles funny. It makes the conversations of our differences something that we can swallow. And he shoots the elephant in the room only all the time. He just takes it down, and I love that. I love that about him. You guys, well, thank you. Our second topic for our celebrity hot topics this week is Netflix back in the headlines, man.
Yeah.
I wonder who their PR person is, because they're in the headlines every week.
They're creating a lot of work, just like we are here at Happening Out Television Network.
We're going to be premiering premiering a trailer for true crime doc series on the rumored bisexual Aaron Hernandez. They were suggesting that the NFL's athlete's motive for killing Lloyd was to hide his sexual orientation. Take a look at this video.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from...
Aaron.
My whole body's shaking right now.
What happened?
Do you know my temper?
Anyone football fans here?
Yes.
All right.
Fan of football players.
Yes.
So he's so you all know who Aaron
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hernandez is.
He was an amazing football player for the New England. And obviously, I feel sorry for what he did. I really, it's very awful. But do I believe that he did this because he was a gay? I think there was a reality that he was raised in a very machista home, and being a Hispanic, he has been in a pressure that, you know, in the gay community in the Hispanic world, many of the times, just simply we don't have gays.
Yeah,
We just have people that like each other or friends. You know, my aunts are. They wanted to be nuns, and they've lived together for 30 years, okay? That type of a mentality. And I think he was under a lot of pressure, and I find it very sad that the NFL and others did not encourage him to come out, because the policy is, hey, you're gay, you can't be a football player.
Yeah, I want to make sure, because I don't know Spanish very well, but I know that a lot of Latin cultures use like machismo as being someone. Could you define that word, that kind of characteristic?
Machismo meaning that it's all male, masculine.
Yeah.
I'm the pop
and then that's what he's
macho
presenting.
man.
That he's presenting
You
that
know,
right there.
and that's the way that he was pressure into it.
Yeah.
Do I think he was gay? He might have been. To me, that isn't important. He might have been bisexual. But the fact that he was forced into that, keeping that quiet, and the family denying something because of the image of that I am a homeboy, a papito,
Well, not only just
Ulrico.
a homeboy, not only the papito, he was a world-class athlete.
Absolutely.
He was a Super Bowl champion. He helped the New England Patriots get to the Super Bowl on
But,
four
you know,
different occasions.
But you know, that's the image that we see of him. But a lot of people do not believe that gay men or women can be athletic, can be tough, can play the game. You know, it doesn't matter. People just, he's a football player. He can't be gay. Hello. Hello, that's so stupid. I mean, please. You know, now, if I were to play football, well, I wouldn't come, I would, and
It's
I
like
wanted to
saying
make
a Republican can't be gay. We
That's right,
exist.
that's it.
Yeah,
well, which is,
You know,
it blows my mind every time, okay?
I'm perfectly happy being La Chupacabra.
Okay.
Well, you know, to me, it was more difficult coming out being Republican than coming out being gay. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I can understand why.
Yeah. Even though you're far from being Republican.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you're
You
far
understand
from it, but
human interactions, but
So you guys gonna eat? You gonna have
oh
some
yeah.
food?
apparently, well,
Good.
it's too beautiful. I like when I eat the flower.
I
It's look
wasn't
at that
even
purple.
paying attention.
Yeah.
I just had to,
I'm a
like-
full-blown gay. I eat the rainbow. It's how I stay healthy, and
There
this
you
looks
go.
incredible.
All right.
It is so light and refreshing. I can't even wait.
And the viewers
As you
at
steal my
home,
sauce to dip it in.
I'm
Come
so
on.
sorry, but look, they
The
need to know that
conservative
there's
is trying to
even
steal it.
A heart inside of
Oh,
That
that's
sauce is
adorable.
delicious.
Thank you for pointing that
Delicious.
out.
I had to
delicious.
look. There's another one.
Wanna let-
See, that's love.
They really put the details in
And
here
these
at
are
Vegan
not-
Fine
And you have some
Foods.
chopsticks here if you want.
But you have to
I'm already touching it with my hands, but let's go for it.
All right. there you
And this
go.
is the tamago topped not salmon roe. So I'm seeing
This
some.
is too pretty to eat.
I'm seeing some verification techniques on the top for the roe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to taste what that is.
That's really good. As I chew.
Do I do it in one bite? Okay.
Use the chopsticks. It's
Yeah, sure.
classier.
Yeah, a lot classier.
So, okay. I know what this is conceptually. Okay. Talk to me about this.
Chef
Steve.
time. Yeah. Wherever we were at in conversation, chef mode initiated.
Very good.
This is delicious. Yes, I could have 20 of these.
Yes, it's delicious.
So tamago is typically egg. So clearly you're not using egg.
Right, so you know there's some really great substitutes for eggs.
Vegan.
Probably the vegan. Probably the most popular one is Just Egg. Have you guys heard of that? So we use it a lot.
Okay.
And you can do things like this. You can do omelets. You can do anything you do with eggs. You can do with, just egg. And then we have vegan caviar on top.
Vegan caviar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Where the hell did you get the caviar? I mean,
Yeah, no, that's how
I mean,
creative.
really, I wanna
there's some
know.
amazing
Wow.
products coming out. And that's actually made here locally in Florida.
That's really good.
Yeah, in South Florida, yeah.
And the
yeah,
best
that's actually
part
very, very good.
is the caviar does not have a fishy taste to it, too, which
right.
makes it even better.
It's all
'Cause
texture.
sometimes it can be
It's
very
all
fishy.
texture. I was a lacto-ovo vegetarian for 10 years of my life, from when I was 10 to 20. And I just, at that point, especially 8 years ago, it was really difficult to find foods that were relevant to that. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm loving about
like
it
it's a
is
little
the-
spicy. The textures were right on point with it.
Yeah.
I'm not Josie, but I really love it.
No, I'm loving how you guys are recreating. I mean, with the vegan caviar, that is just amazing. It blows
is.
my mind. The texture of the caviar, the roe, a culprit, and the little burst of saltiness.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. And you said it's not fishy, but with that little brininess of the pop, it totally reminded me of the ocean, and it's like that's just amazing. These I could eat all day. I'm just gonna come by. You're gonna see me
Absolutely.
sitting,
It's a garden.
coming
Yes,
by
yes.
all the time.
Absolutely.
I'm
Okay.
eating it to be healthy and because it tastes so good. I'm spitting on the camera.
You know-
like, I don't care. It's so good.
Why don't we give ourselves a little time to enjoy this? And while we do that, we're gonna just show you the best thing of the week, and you're gonna love this one. I can't even tell you about it. I'm not even gonna tell you. You just gotta watch it.
Get
watch
wet.
this.
Good transition.
Oh yeah! Wow, guys. Okay. I mean, I know the food's good, but what about that, huh?
I don't understand oil wrestling at all. I know I've had personal experiences with it a lot, but like, what are the rules? What are they doing right now?
Poor Steve. Steve, you feel out of water here, huh? You're like, what are we gonna do here?
It's
I mean,
very
what's
sexy.
he doing?
Why-
What is
I don't quite get it. Yeah.
What's he digging for?
Wait a minute.
Oh, now he's at the
He
front.
He has
What's
his
going
hands
on?
We need to know the rules.
Hands?
Wait, guys, we need to know
Hey,
the
now
rules.
he's like rubbing his
Caressing the
chest.
topping of
Yeah.
Guys, what's going on? Are we wrestling
Listen,
here?
this
Are
is
we...
the Me Too movement.
I don't know. Well, so this is in Turkey, and now we
okay.
know. Now we know. It's like if you're a voyeur, this could be good. If you're an exhibitionist, even better. But I mean, I don't know what they're grabbing for.
I do.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I have a lot of ideas what they're grabbing for as I continue to eat because it is that delicious.
I mean, maybe that's the only thing that isn't slippery. But wouldn't it hurt? Like yanking
I
on it.
think it would feel very good and refreshing. But what can I say? Oh.
All right. Well, so
Well,
there you
all
know.
right.
We have to check that off the bucket list.
Producer
Watch
says stop eating,
Turkish
Napoleon.
oil wrestling.
Yeah.
Just save that for us. Save that for us. Well, listen, guys, we've been enjoying this food, and we are here at the Vegan Fine Foods. And
Yes.
guys, what did you think about that food? Isn't that just so delicious?
Terrific.
I've been very excited. We're gonna do something that we don't usually do, and it's a new segment, and you guys are new as well. But we're gonna bring you all into it. This is a little opportunity for us to get to know each other, get to know what's on your mind right now. Okay, so we call this segment "What's on Your Mind." Now I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds to share what's on your mind. Okay, is that fair?
You're gonna ding
Yeah.
us when we're over, right?
That means
Great.
30 seconds, guys. Come on.
I'm gonna lift my fist in the air,
All
fist
right.
up, okay? Stand up, fist up.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my fist up, and that means you guys are like, that's it, okay? All right. So who'd like to start?
I'll go. Just ding me because I don't have my clock today.
Okay.
So when I get to 30, you tell me, okay?
Uh-huh.
And go. So I am so excited this week because it has been a phenomenal week for gaming. Gaming is, of course, a passion of a lot of people that are part of a queer or minority group because you can interact with a platform of being covered by an avatar or interacting still via game. And this week, Super Smash Bros., the ultimate game of video games, is having a new character announced tomorrow. It could be something from any character, any video game. It could be Frogger. It could be Lara Croft. It could be War of Warcraft. It could be Angry Birds. It could be anything. I'm excited to see what happens. I think I'm at time. Yes. Yes.
That was good.
Yeah, good.
Who's next? Jump in there and tell me what's on your mind.
Oh, my turn? What's in my mind? Well, re-election of Trump. No, the reality is that I'm really, really happy to be here because I think this is a great opportunity that the LGBTQ community has to say, hey, we are different, but at the end of the day, we're together. It doesn't matter if you're liberal, Republican, conservative, Democrat. It's all about us.
Or if you're
It's
one of our
all
straight
about-
allies,
or
right?
allies. Listen, to me, I think I'm praying to the day that we can actually forget about titles and say, I'm a human being, period. End of story.
All right, who's next? You guys are very
I
polite.
came out as gay after the Pulse nightclub terrorist attack.
Wow.
And that was a moment that forever defined and changed who I am. And I think it was important for me to share this, especially with you today. And to any viewers that are watching, especially with talking about Aaron Hernandez, my message to you would be, come out when you're ready. Don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. And I think you'll live a much happier life if you do that. Do it when you're ready.
I've got to ask a question because if Al's a good friend of mine, and if he were here, he was also deeply impacted by that event because of a death of a close friend. What about that? That's a phenomenal story. What about that inspired you to come out?
Well, I lived in a very Christian conservative household, and I wasn't going to come out as gay because I didn't want to disappoint my mom and dad because I love and respect them so deeply. But when the Pulse nightclub attack happened, the next day, I had grief pouring over me. I didn't have anyone that I lost from my life,
Yeah.
but it affected me very deeply, even after the Virginia Tech shooting. It's something that we feel as humans.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, people want to kill me simply because I was born homosexual, and I can no longer be silent because silence is compliance. And if I don't speak out against a problem, then I am a part of that problem and not a solution. And so that was my moment when I said, I'm going to be bold, I'm going to be loud, I'm going to come out as gay, and I'm going to let the world know that I have a right to exist.
I would have loved to have the experience of coming out. I never came out. I
Really?
was 16. My mother and I came home because somebody called me queer. I came home crying. My mother was in the kitchen. She said, "What the hell are you crying about?" I said, "Mom, I got to tell you something." My mom says, "Hey, just help me here. We got a dinner party." My dad comes in and says to my mom, "What the hell's he crying about?" He said, "Oh, your son just found out he's gay." My dad looked at me and said, "Oh, come on. We've known that since you were 3." So that's it.
They're like, we knew.
We knew.
So
I think we should have a segment every time about
what-
coming out stories.
Yeah, make a note. Jared, make a note. Steve, what about you?
So
What's on
for
your
me,
mind?
now that we're entering 2020, of course, what's on my mind is really making this business work.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on our 2nd year anniversary. The first 2 years are the hardest.
Congratulations.
They're very tough.
Yeah.
But we have really big plans for this year. We're franchising, so we're going to be opening
wow.
locations
Wow.
in different parts of the country.
Congratulations.
We're launching a new online store
Yes.
so that folks everywhere can buy these products.
Wow.
What would be the
And
reach of that store?
the reach of that store initially will be national. So
National.
on
Oh,
online,
so the entire country.
Yeah.
Wow,
So that's a big deal for us.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So our brand is growing, and that's going to allow us to really
Yeah, well,
extend our
a lot
reach.
of people in the country are watching us right now. That food really was that good. That's
It
why they had to
really
pull
was.
it away.
Excellent.
Yeah,
They had to have our
Excellent.
Idaho boy pull it away because I kept eating it.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, what's on my mind these days, and in this moment, is the fact that last night I watched the Democratic debate, and Elizabeth Warren really stood out for me. And I'll tell you this: I've been a big supporter of many of the Democrats on the stage, but last night Elizabeth Warren really made her case to me and to the rest of the Americans who are listening. But I saw something, and as a woman, I think it's really important to communicate and share. I think we're in the same place we were in 2016. I think we're in the same place we were in 2000 and when Obama was elected. The truth of the matter is, I'm going to say it hard, and I'm going to say it like it is right now, is that this country was willing to elect a black man before we elected a woman. And maybe Hillary Clinton wasn't the right woman at the time, and that's fine. But Elizabeth Warren has a plan. She has a plan for everything, actually. She has an incredible plan for everything. And she comes from a conscious place in a nurturing space. And I think that it's going to be really important that as we consider this next election, that we realize that we're probably embarking on one of the most important elections of our lifetime, regardless of where you stand on the spectrum, regardless of how old you are. We're talking about something that is going to affect the next decade of our lives.
Well, I think it's interesting, especially because even though I'm a Republican, I love following the debates. I love listening and learning. And so, especially when you said you're a big Warren supporter, because really it seems that it's the Warren versus the Bernie people right now, or the top two.
Right.
But I want to say something. As a Republican, I would vote for a queer, trans, differently abled person, black person. I don't care what you look like, what your color, what you identify as.
Well, obviously not, because you would vote for Trump.
That are going to be with conservative. No, let's be real for a second. President Trump, we had the lowest black unemployment, lowest Hispanic unemployment.
Okay, here we go. Hold on, guys.
You were commenting about you wouldn't care what they look like, and I was saying obviously you don't care what they look like because
white flag.
I'm going to defend myself, and I want to make that very clear because
I was making a joke, dude.
Well, it's not a joke when it comes to race. I want to make that very clear.
You were making a joke about what someone looks like.
It is very clear that I'm going to put myself first when I defend myself.
I agree with that.
Anyway,
no, I'm not cutting that off.
Back to what I was saying before I was interrupted. Now, when it comes to...
Ooh.
I'll give you the moment, but I'm going to speak afterward.
No.
I was giving you a platform before.
I don't know. Do you guys smell that? That smells something.
See?
What is this? Because I know where I'm at. But there is, guys. Before we get into what this is, it smells delicious.
It was the peacekeeping.
Yes.
Do we have that in common?
But before we get into this, Dr. Steve, let's go ahead. We have a commercial that is all about vegan fine foods. So watch this, guys.
Let's check it out.
With 25% of Americans today aged 25 to 34 identifying themselves as vegan, the demand for natural plant-based foods is exploding across the globe. And the vegan market is predicted to surpass $6.5 billion by 2026. That's 600% growth in just a few years. Celebrities, athletes, and even entire organizations are joining the movement. But even with all this growth, 100% vegan products are still hard to find, with only a few stores who carry them. That's where we come in. Vegan Fine Foods is a premier all-vegan retailer where everything in our store is 100% plant-based, cruelty-free vegan product. And our over 50,000 customers love it. We are uniquely positioned to be a leader in this market, and in only 2 short years, our stores will generate over $2.5 million in revenue. Vegan Fine Foods is giving you an opportunity to capitalize on this trend and become an investor in our brand for as little as $100. Franchise owner opportunities are also available. There's only a few weeks left for us to fundraise. So join our growing family of healthy, happy owners and join the Vegan Fine Foods movement today. Find out more at www.wefunder.com/veganfinefoods.
Oh my God.
All right, thank you.
All right, so I mean, we're in a place right now, you guys. I mean, we have a little.
Is this okay on camera?
Yeah, it's all legal.
Yeah.
Well, then this is my new favorite space.
What is this, Steve?
It's hemp.
Wow.
Okay.
It literally
hemp
kept peace
flower.
between us before. I don't even remember why we were almost arguing.
And thanks to President Trump, it's now legal. It's part of that the hemp bill.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's why we were arguing.
It's hemp.
Really?
Yep. It's CBD. There's no THC in it.
Wow.
Yes.
Which is a great tagline. CBD, no THC.
There you
Honestly,
go.
for
There you
people
go.
that are very aware of the difference, it still has a lot of the positive effects that you might smoke THC for, but with a legalization, like you said.
Exactly.
It's calming. It even invokes that sense of smell memory that you get right away.
Yes.
The action, of course, is obviously very similar. It does for me what I wanted to do, and it's
Yes,
legal.
but you know.
I would come here now every day. You just converted me fully.
And anyone
cheers.
who's an
Wow, there you
advocate
go.
for
Cheers,
cannabis
everyone.
will
Yes.
definitely support. Well, thank you so much.
There you go.
To new friends, everybody.
All right, great.
These beautiful glasses. Look at
What's
that.
in the syringe, Steve?
CBD.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes,
So I just
CBD
do
oil.
that then, right?
There you go. That's how most people do it. A lot of people do it that way. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
I feel so classy.
Perfect. Wow, this is great. And I see here that you brought out also another, I mean, this looks like a tuna sashimi.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. So why don't you,
But not obviously not real tuna.
okay. So
Vegan tuna.
That's right. Vegan tuna.
Vegan fine foods.
Okay,
right.
and then I see that it looks like caviar,
Yes.
but apparently it's beluga
Yes.
caviar.
There you
I
go.
love this.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like beluga,
Oh,
but beluga.
I got it.
Yes,
That's a cute joke.
yes.
Cute,
This,
cute.
well, this looks incredible
Can you get
too.
these products here? I mean, can
Yes,
you just
we-
buy them in a can, or is that?
Yeah,
or-
we have them.
Really?
Yep, we have them in the store. I'll show you where they are.
So you can create everything here just from products that are available, or you can order it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's good for any kind of person if they want to come here for an incredible date, or if they want to come and just make it for home. That's-
Yeah.
I don't know about you
Exactly.
guys, but Steve,
I'm
I'm
ready.
coming. I'm gonna hang out with you. If you get tired of my face,
I'll
just
never
let
get
me
tired
know.
of you.
I'll
There's
be
an extra-
hanging out
I'll never
with
get
you.
tired of you.
This is what I'm talking about.
All
I would
right.
eat like this every single day if I knew how easy it was to eat vegan. And I really commend you. I thank you so much from a chef's perspective. I appreciate what you guys are doing here. I want to give a shout out to your chef.
Yeah, Chef Johnny.
Where's he at? All right, so
you go.
we're gonna
Chef Johnny.
Chef Johnny, you guys don't even know what you're missing. You got to come down here to Vegan Fine Foods. Chef Johnny is outdoing himself, and these products are amazing.
Yeah, I honestly feel like I'm chilling with new friends in another country where you just go to a cafe and you argue over personal beliefs, but things that are important, and you bond over them, and you just get closer to people. This is such a great community space to get to know people. 5 different friends or whatever it be. You've created a great environment.
And I'm
Well,
going
thank-
to tell you
thank
something.
you very
For
much,
the first
Nicole.
time, I'm going to start looking at this seriously. I am a meat person. I mean, if you don't have meat, I'm really have difficulty
Thanks.
thinking.
Take a bite of that.
But
Oh my God, yeah.
I think this is a great opportunity to try it out.
Yes.
To try it out. And I commend you for it. And I will tell you another thing
Roll.
that I love. I love the space. I don't know if I'm here or I'm in Europe or in New York. I think this is great. I think Florida needed this. Fort Lauderdale different. And I think my friends in Miami, get your asses up here, because this is a great opportunity. It's, your eyes open up and you say, wow, I'm learning. And
Very
I think
good.
that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Is anyone a
give
vegan
it a
at
shot.
the table?
Oh, I will.
Yes.
You are. You're
Am I
ve-
vegan? Yes,
yeah.
I've been a vegan for 23 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
this is a good
Long time.
chance for me to address the fact that we don't have Aaron Phoenix, Power Infinity, or Al Ferguson here tonight. And to you, Aaron, who is missing this, and you are vegan, I just have to say, because this is delicious, and I'm sorry that you're missing this food because it's
So you like
absolutely
it, right?
sensational.
Oh, this
All right,
is
good.
amazing.
Excellent.
Oh,
it
my God.
tastes so good.
Yes.
So I'm definitely going to eat the rest of this. But guys, I want to just thank you, Dr. Steve, for having us here, for being the visionary behind this place. I wish you only all the luck. Every city, every town should have a Vegan Fine Foods in it. I think that we would definitely promote a plant-based life,
Yes.
which would eliminate a lot of health issues that we have in
And
the world.
environmental issues as well. like
Environmental
carbon
issues.
emissions.
And I know, just from a chef perspective, this is the way to go, and we just got to enroll the rest of the world to get on board with eating plants and knowing that that's what they're created for. That's what they're grown for. It was
Yes.
grown for us. It's the most sustainable way to eat.
And it's
Yes.
delicious.
And
Let's be clear,
delicious.
It's
It really
delicious.
is. I
Actually,
appreciate that.
I thought it was shrimp. It is absolutely amazing. Oh, please. I love it.
Guys, I don't even miss the tuna here. Okay,
well, you
the
convinced the Cuban
flavors
Jew.
are beautiful. They're
Yeah.
there's a perfect
Cuban Jew.
a perfect balance of texture and of the tanginess and the sweet and the salty, and it's I mean, I don't even miss the tuna. So thank you so much. That is delicious.
It's our
There's
pleasure.
that restaurant training, that Top Chef training that tells you how to speak about food in that incredible way.
Well, it's delicious, and that's going to be for me later. And right now, we're going to go into this cute little segment. We call it Saved by the Bell.
All right.
All right, so guys, now we've eaten, we're relaxing, our brains are firing at 100%, because let me just tell you, the plants are injected with so much nutrients, your body doesn't even know how to respond to it except to wake up and electrify. So right now we're going to do Saved by the Bell. Okay, this is a lightning round of LGBTQ topics. We're going to get about 60 to 90 seconds on each topic, and then once the bell rings, we're moving on. So guys, I'm going to ask that you respect the bell.
Yes.
When the bell ends, just end it. Done.
Right.
Let it go.
Done.
All right.
Okay?
When
Here's
I wake
the
up in the
practice of
morning,
letting it
and
go.
whatever words are next, we'll go.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start with our first Saved by the Bell. Number 1 is our Oscar nominations announced. Guys, were the minorities slighted on this announcement?
Boy, the minorities have been slighted many, many times for many, many years, both by both parties and by our society itself. We need to go ahead and start demanding rights for everybody, equality for everybody, and I'm telling you, I am proud that the LGBT community is in the front line fighting for the rights of all. I think that's
I do agree with that, and I think that especially this year there were a couple of nominations for minorities, especially the LGBTQ community, that could have been more impactful.
Absolutely.
Rocket Man, everyone knows Elton John. He's one of the most rock iconic legends of all time. I think everyone could agree to that in terms of his history and legacy. And then a movie based on him that was well done. Okay, God, this is hard. I thought I spoke for like 5 seconds. Okay.
All right, well, you'll get a chance maybe online. You guys tune in, subscribe, like, and follow all your hosts so you can get the behind-the-scenes information on, like, what exactly was he trying to say. All right, number 2, Texas closes its door to new refugees.
I'm all for it. We have 3.6 million black children living in poverty, 4 million Hispanic children living in poverty, 4.2 million white children living in poverty, and 50,000 homeless veterans. Why aren't we taking care of Americans first?
Well, I agree. Why aren't we taking care of Americans at all? But why? That's a good starting question for any conversation. Why can't we take care of ourselves? Yes, we should be taking care of other people as well, especially ones that view us as a savior nation who might be able to help them improve not only their own lives, but the lives of their families and maybe our own country as well. We're a country based in immigrants. But why can't we just do a little bit more to try to help all of us? Because right now we don't even have public programs that help those that do live here. You're correct.
I agree with you, but you need to understand that a lot of these people which are coming into this country, especially from Central America, they do live in democracy. They do have an opportunity. Some of them get them to sell the pieces of property for $5,000 to come into this country. Go ahead and the U.S. government should force those nations to be respectful, to create proper opportunities, which they have. It is absolutely not the responsibility of the United States to bring everybody in.
Okay, well, on that note, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
On that note, Gwyneth Paltrow.
I got a lot to say, though.
I know Gwyneth Paltrow only does one thing.
Yeah, so on that note, Gwyneth Paltrow, she just released this new candle. It's a new candle fragrance. Guess what fragrance?
I know, I'm not saying it.
Vagina!
Yeah, lesbian power. They get to say, you finally get to say that. We say dick every single show. You finally get to say vagina. Vagina. Okay, so what do you guys think about that?
I think it'll do well. I think there's probably a lot of demand.
What does it smell like? I'm just so curious.
I wouldn't even want to go.
What? Wait, Josie. What do you think it smells like? You are the best expert here.
I have no idea. Flesh? I don't know.
Well, flesh can smell like blood. It can smell like sweat. It can smell like a lot of things. What does vagina flesh smell like?
I would like to know what Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina smells like. But is that what we're talking about? I mean, how does she know? What did she go around test marketing and like smelling vagina?
Oh my God! Wait, what if she did an AP Pepsi test where she's like, "This is my vagina. This is the candle. Which smells like it's actually me."
You know,
like this is Coke. This is Pepsi test, but it's with her vagina.
It's gross, but it's brilliant marketing.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
it worked.
saying.
It
Yeah.
sold out. So
Yeah.
she knew
That's
what
what I'm
she
saying.
was
It's gonna
doing.
do
She
well.
wanted shock value.
I love
sold
this
out.
segment.
It's a great way of making money. She
Yes.
made money.
That's
and
it.
That's it.
I'm coming up with a vagina candle too. Okay, maybe I'm gonna come up with a vagina of vegan food. How about that?
But yours
We're
should
talking
have-
about that.
but
All
yours
right,
should
we'll
have
talk.
champagne. Yours should have champagne.
It would
It
be
seems like
bubbles.
making it
Yeah.
fish is obviously the right choice.
All right. Well, guys, Congress is raising the smoking age to 21. Do you guys think it's going to impact the LGBTQ smoking rates?
No.
All right, done. That's it.
We all agree.
Wait, why do you say that?
Yeah.
I mean, prohibition didn't work, and we're going to send people off to war. We're going to allow them to vote. We're going to allow them to drive. We're going to allow them to use marijuana, but they can't smoke until
Wait,
21.
so you're saying that all of those other things that you can go out to war,
Exactly.
that's at 18 when you have to register to be in the army where you're drafted.
Yeah.
16 and a half or 16 is to drive. All those other things are different ages that are below 21. So you're
Yeah.
saying that that's too late of an age.
Well, I just think it doesn't make sense.
All right, I love you
Doesn't make
guys.
sense.
I
You know,
agree. It
so
doesn't make sense.
guess what? Same-sex marriage now legal in North Ireland. Thoughts?
Well, if you watched Q News tonight, the world's first live gay evening news, then I already covered this yesterday. However, if you're not and you're still getting familiar with our sister program, I've got to say, congratulations, Northern Ireland. You are humans there. We always have to promote what we can do as a society, and equality and love are equality and love. Thank you for bringing that to your people.
I only have one question. All those people who said that once the gay marriage would be approved, it would be the end of the world. What happened?
Well, Trump came
We're
into
still
office.
here. Oh,
Trump,
no, don't
Trump
start
came
with
into
it.
the
Don't
office,
even start with
and it
Trump.
is the end of the world.
That did not start with Trump.
666.
Oh, please.
Devil,
It did not with
Satan,
Trump.
Trump,
Oh,
witchcraft,
please.
upside down
Oh,
pentacle,
please. It
all
did not
those
with Trump.
things.
Don't even go
Black
there.
cat crossing the
Don't-
street, walking under an elevator.
All right, guys. Okay, well, guess what, guys? This is a little more sad, I think.
Oh.
You know, Gay, a conservative student, he kills himself after
Oh.
protesting the drag queen story hour. What do you guys think about that?
It's difficult to talk on something like that. I mean, we all want to be respectful here. Each of us here has understood being part of a minority, being part of someone that's outcast in some way, and for whatever reasons, if you feel like you have to give into those thoughts, it's heartbreaking because we all respect life up here. It's something that we've gotten to know about each other. It's part of the LGBTQ community, overcoming hardship and embracing life. And so to see something like that, this kind of story, it makes me do a double take. How can I reach more people? How can I be more effective myself? Obviously, that's an egotistical response, but what else can we do?
Well, I think it's hypocritical. A gay man killed himself, and no matter what his stance was, had he been an individual on the left, not the right, every person, Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, HRC, would have spoke on his behalf. But there's been silence for this gay man that took his own life because he was a conservative viewpoint. And I think we need to do better as a community, no matter what your alignment is.
I agree with you.
This was a travesty, and he should have never taken his life, and the media should have never pummeled him. And we lost one of our brothers.
I agree with everything you just said, but you said the HRC, which is a left-wing organization. What about organizations that support what he already believes? Shouldn't they also be giving him publicity? I mean, he is a human.
Absolutely, I agree.
All right, again, guys, you have an opportunity to follow any of our hosts on their Instagram and Twitter pages. So let's continue the conversation. Right now, the bell has rung, so
Thanks,
we're going to
Josie.
move on to a new app. It's called Thread Up. It lets you know how much your fashion hurts the environment. Now, that sounds pretty neat, huh?
For me, yeah.
Or what do you guys think?
Absolutely. I mean, I clean cities. I go out there and pick up trash, so I am environmentally conscious. Great. If we can learn how we can better eat a healthier lifestyle, wear a healthier lifestyle, awesome.
Yeah, so this app is called ThreadUp, and it basically, you can go onto the app, tap in a brand, and it will tell you what their what
Rating.
What your carbon? Again, this
What
is
their
nothing-
carbon
Yeah,
footprint
I had to
is,
cover
really.
this for Q News again, our sister program every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. I have to plug it. Al would plug it if he were here. I have to do that. But I was able to cover this story a little bit more. And what you do is you understand your own personal carbon footprint through things like how much clothing do you buy per year? How often do you give it away? How much do you wash in laundry versus dry cleaning? And it just helps you understand as an individual that you don't have to rely on the brand to be environmentally conscious.
And
because,
also the corporate practice.
Yeah, exactly. But that you can have say over what you're doing and how you're interacting. How much do you buy from thrift? They have a very simple questionnaire that allows that. And so what I would like to see happen is people taking more individual responsibility with their environmental output, because we all live here. It's just like cleaning your house. You have to clean the environment. You have to do something good for the earth. We have to at least take care of ourselves, and then for the 10 other people that don't do it themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna leave it on that, guys. That was a fun little Saved by the Bell.
We did
ringer.
good. God.
I didn't know I was gonna be the bell, but there you go. Anyways, guys, I'm sitting at this table and I'm feeling overwhelmed with just
Love.
Yeah, I'm feeling overwhelmed with this sense of community, and I'm really appreciating the diversity of the voices at the table at the moment, and it's magical even, And I said that's what I was gonna do this New Year's. We were talking about New Year's resolutions, and
We were here with Steve.
2020 magical. So thank you for helping that start off and kick it off. But guys, this next topic is about the disunited states, okay? The disunited states and how partisan politics is polarizing the U.S. and pitting us against each other. We prepared a video. Take a look at this.
America today is a house divided, not by slavery, which Abraham Lincoln warned would lead to the U.S. Civil War of the 1860s, but by toxic partisanship between Democrats and Republicans, the nation's two main parties.
I'm angry at Democrats because of what they do to our country. Right now, we have people in Congress that hate our country.
We have a president intentionally, purposely, is trying to divide us up by the color of our skin, by our gender.
The Republicans have become complicit in bringing down the character of the United States. President Trump keeps destroying and gnawing at that character. And our Republican friends, they just shrug their shoulders.
All right, guys. So, we're in a place where possibly you feel that...
Thank you.
You feel that
Jeez.
one party is enabling a certain leader in our community. Maybe you feel that our liberal team is not doing enough.
You're trying to say that the conservatives and the liberals are out there fighting each other neck and neck, and that these two are the cause of the devastation of this country.
And here we are right now. Here we are. What do you guys think about this United States? This is where we're headed. Do you think that we're in a dangerous place?
Yes.
We are.
I think it is absolutely dangerous. And think about how silly this is, that yesterday, or the day before, Vince Vaughn was the #1 trend in America. Why? Because he was an actor who sat down and shook hands with Donald Trump for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I think the polarization really is dangerous, because what we're doing right now is American and it is magical.
Absolutely.
Because though we may disagree, we're talking. And unfortunately, look at our members of Congress. They don't even talk to each other. And should they not pass a budget, guess what? They still get paid while we have to suffer the consequences of their polarization.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So wait, I'm just confused by how you can say that when we've seen Trump shut down government multiple times and just.
He wasn't the first one.
No, but he wasn't the first one, but he's the one that has done it the most in the shortest amount of time.
No,
I don't get my way, so therefore I'm going to enact it.
He hasn't. The president this is sad, and it shouldn't happen in any of the presidents, in any of the administration. But the fact is that right now, I don't believe the parties are dividing us. I actually believe the press wants to create a division.
I agree.
I think that we are talking.
interesting.
I think that right now our conversations is based on we're different, but we have got
Ron,
united.
you've
I do
got
not
it right.
believe in the fact that, it is the Republicans and the Democrats. I think that is the media. I think that is individuals that want our great country divided. And you know what? At the end of the day, we are all Americans.
Ron,
we
I
are
think
all one
you've
people.
got it right, Ron. That's exactly why we're all. Let's keep it clear. That's exactly why the five of us are here. Why this show exists, because we're here to bring together our own points of view and come to a conversation. But Trump has shut down government multiple times.
So has Obama,
as
and Chuck Schumer.
But Trump has done it when he didn't get his way specifically.
Let me just say something. We've got to stop blaming and demanding. I think that a lot of the accusations we give the president or so is the president, excuse me, people who are being elected right now to the United States Congress and to the United States Senate, they are not doing their job.
That's
and
very
I
true.
think it is
I
time
agree
for
with
Americans
you that neither
to
side
demand.
are
And I'm
doing
gonna
their
tell you
job.
something. We have term limits for president. We have term limits for mayors and commissioners and governors. We don't have term limits for congressmen and senators. What the hell do we want these old folks there? I mean, come on, enough.
Ron, you're making a very good point.
So maybe, you know what? Maybe they should all resign.
Oh,
Just
well,
like they didn't run
listen,
for-
I wouldn't say all
Whoa.
resign.
Start fresh
But I
again.
think that it's time for us
Term
to
limits.
demand term
that's
limits.
They resigned in Russia specifically
everyone.
because.
For everyone.
But they should all resign.
When
They-
you look at the fact
Thank
that we've had congressmen and senators sitting there for over 30, 40 years.
You're correct.
Come
And then they
it's enough.
filibuster when they're in
resign.
office. But it's not Russia because they're not resigning to give more power to the person looking to take power longer. Even though Trump has already stated that he is looking to be in office for more than 2 terms because
come on, he's
that's press.
joking.
That's the fine.
Is he joking?
It's joking.
Absolutely.
Come on, fellow
Oh,
Jew. Come on, fellow Jew. It's
First
joking
of all,
as joking as they put us in a camp as
point,
well.
Ron.
The problem is a lot of Americans we do have a problem that we don't understand his sense of humor.
Because you don't
That's
joke
it.
about certain
Ron,
things.
I agree
You don't
with
joke
your
about
point
putting
about
someone
the
back in an
press.
imprisonment camp
Think
either.
about
But yet that's
Jussie
what he's going to
Smollett
do.
for a second.
You can't relate
Give
to
us
that.
a moment. Give us a
I
moment.
think this is important to bring up Jussie Smollett because it was very polarized and it was very political. But what was the intent of Jussie's agenda? He was trying to create a race war and make it seem like white Trump supporters attacked a black man at 3 o'clock during a tundra to get Subway in Chicago and said MAGA country. We all know that was
No,
untrue,
that's
and
a
right now
slant.
he's being prosecuted. But the media tried to turn it. I agree with you that they want to divide us. What government fears the most is they fear us coming together as a team. They fear us uniting. And look at Nicholas Sandmann, who just won a case against CNN for their false reporting against him. The media tried to use that as an attack.
So,
to
guys,
You've
tear
got me.
us
You've got me on.
let me- hold on a
Double
minute.
Republicans.
Let me-
This is for the first time ever a chance that you need to have a little bit more blue talk. And what I just want to say to that is that I agree
I'm
with
okay
you.
with blue talk.
I agree with what you're saying, except the examples that you're using don't reflect it very well. Jussie Smollett.
I think it's a perfect
Jussie Smollett
example.
had nothing
he tried
to do with
start a race war.
No, he wasn't trying
He
to start a
tried to
race
start
war.
a race
He just
war
wanted
I think
his.
he was.
No. Let's.
I mean, when I
And
first-
you know
You're
what?
giving him way too much power.
He
when
just
I
wanted
heard
to
the story in Chicago.
Jussie Smollett is an actor.
You're giving him too
Come
much
on,
Jussie
influence.
Smollett is an actor who finally found fame with other famous actors
he
who were known
damaged
for a while.
our
Yes, he did.
community.
He did.
He damaged
Exactly.
the
That's the
LGBTQ
problem. But the
community.
problem is that he
He
tried
made
to do
us
that
look
because
bad,
exactly
like
he did make us look bad. But he
You
wasn't trying to start a
actually really
race war.
think-
Yes,
What he
it
was
was.
trying to do was
It was white
He
versus
wanted
black.
no.
Then
He
why
wanted
didn't he have
fame.
the black Nigerians?
No.
Why didn't he say they were black?
Because he was
had
looking
to
for
make
every
them white
cheap
Trump
opportunity he could
supporters
do.
to start a
You're
race
making
war.
him a
He did
spokesperson
it
for the Democrats.
strategically.
He's not a spokesman
He
for the
did it
liberal movement.
strategically.
He was
I
just
agree
a
with you.
hungry artist
Then
who
he
wanted
shouldn't
more
have been
fame.
political.
He was
Then
just
he
a
should
hungry
have
artist who
lied
wanted more
about
fame, and
MAGA
that was
Those
it.
individuals
Whereas-
could cause more harm to the American society.
Yes.
When you have irresponsible individuals attacking or saying something occurred which did not.
That's true.
This is a division, and this
It
is the
is.
thing that we need.
Okay,
But it
so guys,
didn't happen.
listen.
It didn't happen because he was a Democrat.
Listen.
I'll acknowledge
Okay,
Josie.
listen.
And
We're
eat
gonna
this
bring
delicious
it.
thing.
We're gonna wrap this up because this is not how we have a conversation. We don't have a conversation by yelling over each other. We don't have a conversation by being right about our beliefs and our perspectives and our own personal values. We have a conversation by engaging everyone's contribution to the topic. And this is exactly what they're talking about.
We just proved it.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can blame it on
Very
the
good point.
media. We can blame it on the politicians.
Us.
But we're the ones engaging.
Yep.
And so we can every single moment choose to just listen to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I don't have to agree with anything you guys say, but I damn well am committed to listening to what you have to say.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, yeah, we have a lot of work, guys, and this is a very temperamental environment that we're living in at the moment. Media has never been on our side. So, guys, let's just go ahead
the truth.
and
The
let's
truth. It has
drop
never.
that. I'm a kid from media. I know how the media works.
It
Okay.
hasn't. All they're interested in selling and creating news, even if it isn't
And-
there.
and-
That's true, and you can
and-
find us here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock for
Yeah.
the world's most popular live date
Yeah.
it's happening out.
And that being said, guys, we as a community, as a human race, are a part of what it is. It is not, we're not separated from what has been created. We are a part of what has been created. And we have to think about that. We have to think about what is our role in this challenge that we're this disunited states. What's our role, and what are we going to do every single day that's going to take this and make it the United States again?
Well, I'll tell you,
So-
one of the first things right now, it's happening right in front of us. This conversation, this discussion, that is what we need to have in every home in America. We need to go ahead and start talking, and you know what? You'll be surprised how many of my liberal friends and how many of my conservative friends really agree in a lot of things.
Oh,
and I would
absolutely.
say they would agree in 80%, 60 to 80%.
Yeah, I've gotten to meet a number of your friends. They are of a variety of backgrounds, and they really do have the humanity conversation aspect in common.
Gentlemen, while we've been arguing this delicious.
Oh my God,
Okay.
we're snacking on it too.
Can you tell
This
us?
is gorgeous. Oh my
item
God.
in this martini glass, it's a banana Foster's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, my mind is blown. I'm seeing acai.
Yep,
I'm
acai.
seeing some goji berries.
Yep.
I'm
Dragon
seeing
fruit.
Dragon
Yep.
fruit.
Yep.
I'm just. What else is
Strawberries,
the?
blueberries?
Oh my
Magic.
God!
Mhm.
This
A little
is
bit of
just
magic in here. I
perfect.
feel a little bit more
Too.
so.
A lot
Is
of
that
magic.
banana? Do you have banana in here?
Yeah, banana Foster's.
Oh.
And a
Guys,
little
this is
mint.
what you want when you have a banana fry. I
This
could
is such an
trade
elegant
this
exchange.
one out for the classic any day.
Yes.
Any day.
Yes.
It will make you feel better if you have lactose intolerance. You're not going to feel bloated and having problems later on. This is just perfect. I know acai is just this wonderful
Superfood,
super fruit food.
It feels good in Florida because it's hot, and this is nice and chilled.
Yes.
Like everything about this is exactly what we needed. We were arguing before, and now we're
Now calm down.
calm little mice.
That's right.
There you go. If
That's
something
right.
sweet always brings us together.
And there are oats in there too, which give it a good crunch
Yes.
and texture.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you this, one of our taglines over at Bubbles and Pearls is food connects us all.
Yeah.
And you're doing that here. And I thank you so much. You see it.
Oh.
We all shut up, okay?
So notion to have food. You guys need to have your food on every single show we do from now on, because obviously
Perfect.
it gets everyone to be nice and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Guys, do you want me to lighten up the mood a little?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's do it.
So
Go ahead.
every week we play this game. It's called Shag, Marry,
Ooh,
Chop. Are
the-
you familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
We've changed the words out, so the police don't come for us. But this is Shag, Marry, Chop. And, it looks like we have the sexy cosplayers here.
Ooh, oh.
Let's see. Give me some. All right, here we go. We have Jonathan Stryker. Hey. And I know you're our straight ally, but you still get to play. It's just a game. Okay. Tony Ray. Okay, Tony Ray. And lastly is our Andrew McLean. Okay. All right. Well, guys, you know how the game goes. You have to choose one who you'll shag, one you'll marry, and one who you'll chop.
And cool yourself off with this nice treat.
Everyone clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
who's going first?
I'm gonna shag Mr. Stryker, marry Mr. Ray, and because I can't see his face and I can't judge, I'm gonna chop Mr. McLean. Sorry, you gotta go.
You got to see their face.
I
Okay.
gotta see it.
Okay,
right.
okay.
Wow.
I see, Steven. Do you want to jump in there?
Well, you know, I'm trying to figure it out. I haven't come to a decision yet.
Okay.
So I'll let the other ones go.
What are you thinking, Ron?
Oh boy, I have to be very careful. Being married after 25 years, I got to be careful.
It's a game.
And he's
You
sitting
can
right
do it-
there. And he's sitting there.
You can
So
do it as if both of you are there.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Heather, Mr. Husband,
Oh,
you're involved in the
The
scene
only
too,
one
I
I would
promise.
chop would be Ray. The other two I could either marry or check out. Great.
All right. Well, I mean, for me, this.
Okay, so wait a minute. I don't think I was clear. There was a lot of mumbling. Where, what are we doing here? Who are you shagging?
Meaning, I'm God. Jonathan.
Okay, Jonathan, you're shagging. And who are you marrying? I know you're already married. However, it's a fantasy. Andrew.
Yes.
Okay, all right. You don't need his face. And,
No. Well, actually, that's the fantasy.
yeah. Okay, and we're chopping Tony
Yeah.
Ray. Got it. All right, who's next?
I will finish this off because I'm excited. This category was made for me. I am all about nerd brands, and they also hit on a lot of other individual things. I would shag Andrew McLean. One, I love masks. I love role play. I love muscle, and obviously he looks fun on top of all of that. So maybe I'd marry him. But this, at least in this determination, I would shag him once before I would determine that. I've had a crush on Stryker for like a year and a half or 2 years. We worked with him once very recently where he has OutCon, which is the I think the world's first LGBTQ out festival for people that are part of the nerd spectrum. And he's just always cosplaying. He's a very attractive guy to me for everything he does. He's in a relationship, so screw him. But, you know, and apparently not open. So, you know, I have negative feelings about that. Apparently I'd chop him now. But no, I've had a crush on him for like 2 years, so I'd absolutely marry him. And then I don't want to chop anyone because I love nerds. And I love someone that can play and morph with you or role play with you because the fetish community and the nerd community overlap so well. But since this game forces us to do that, I would chop Tony Ray. But
There we go.
this could do more. You know, maybe we chose a bad video because like he's about to morph right. He looks like he's the most into role play. So. Nerds are always hard to chop because honestly, all nerds just want an orgy. All dogs go to heaven, and all nerds just want an orgy.
All right, well, you took that to another level. Thank you so much. Okay.
You got really into this.
Yeah.
I always like it really hard.
See, we all have a lot more in common than you even know. And just so you guys know, as the resident lesbian here on the set, I'll tell you. Oh well, no, we're not going to pass you.
No, hey.
Steven. Let's do you first.
No,
Yeah, I know. You see that, right?
I guess I'd marry McLean.
There you go.
And I don't know why, but I'll marry.
Who's shagging?
You just
probably
always were a Star
Stryker.
Wars fan.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I guess I have to say goodbye to Mr. Ray. All right.
There you go.
All right, so that's our token,
Ally.
ally
Yeah.
here
All
at
right,
the
what
table.
about you?
Hey, wait, let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
job. Thanks for
Appreciate that.
playing.
Thank you.
So
Good sport.
I'm gonna tell you right away, I'm totally shagging Andrew. Okay.
And also,
And he can-
Josie's totally not into them either.
Yeah,
so you
and
guys
he
have
can-
something in common.
He can keep his mask on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to actually. I guess I'm gonna marry Tony because I like him smart and he likes to get bound. So that works for me, you know what I mean? And Jonathan, you and I would be fighting for the mirror, so we're not gonna do that. Anyways, you know, that wraps up our game of shag, marry, chop. Always
Right.
exciting.
Right.
Trust, they never put any hot ladies up on the screen.
Oh, that's
They don't?
discrimination.
Okay,
We
never.
That's
one for
discrimination.
her.
Yeah, that'd be
Never.
nice.
We
Hey,
need to
hey,
do
hey,
that.
we do.
Once.
Oh, one. Oh,
Come
okay.
on.
Maybe twice.
A few times. You just got too lost in the conversation. They were sexy women. Okay, they were.
Okay. Well, anyways, I don't even look at anyone except my wife. So if you're watching,
And yet you forced me to choose,
Wait,
even with my husband.
Wait, can I
here.
ask?
don't
Yeah,
think
that's right.
fair.
How many of you are in committed relationships? 1, 2, 3. You're not.
I'm single.
Okay, yeah, me too. So usually I'm the only single one. At least this time there's two of us.
Ready to mingle.
Yeah.
You're in a great place here in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that brings us to the end of the show, and as you know, I hope Al's having a great time on the slopes in where's he at again?
He's in Aspen.
Oh yeah, you're in
Gay
Aspen.
Ski
That's
Week.
right. Oh yeah, they have a great food festival.
He's
there,
out
too.
there. He says he's out there for the hot tubs,
so-
by the way, not to ski.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
But he's out there. He's having a good time. Thank you so much for trusting us, myself and Napoleon, to man the helm while you're away.
He's out there getting the contacts for the sponsorship people. That way they get in contact with us for next year.
Well, go ahead and call us. And, we have a great sponsor who continues to sponsor It's Happening Out. Right now we have, as you know, each week we see Jet's Pizza. So we want to give a shout out to Jet's Pizza.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's up, man?
No food tonight.
Okay. All right. We're
Thank
in
you.
vegan fine food, so Sorry, guys. There's the wall. No meat zone.
Yeah.
But we take this opportunity at the end of each episode to say goodnight and to really connect with you guys out there in TV land. So let's go ahead and we'll start with you.
The best thing we have is the opportunity of talking to each other, hugging each other. I'm hugging you. I'm hugging everyone in this table. I'm hugging everyone in the audience. I don't care if you disagree with me or agree with me. At the end of the day, we're human beings. We're together. And like we say, Papi, things get better when we are together.
Oh. Steve?
Well, I guess I'd like to say I didn't talk a lot about politics tonight, but sort of building on what you just said, if we truly believe we're all human beings, we will treat human beings the same, whether they are Americans or not, and we should end these endless wars and these trillions of dollars that are being wasted on these wars by both Republicans and Democrats. And let's be real, and nobody wants to deal with that. They're not human, so we can bomb and kill and all that over there, but we have all these problems here.
I agree.
Let's be real. That's what we need to do.
I'm on a mission to make America cleaner and greener again, so I'm not done in 2020. I've got big plans going into San Francisco, Detroit, Michigan, Milwaukee, Boston, New York, and I hope people will join me because I think that this is an act of love where we put everything aside and we say we're going to go into dirty, dangerous cities to show love and compassion and do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. So I hope people will join me in 2020 on this mission.
Yeah, that does deserve an applause. Guys, this has been an opportunistic year. I am here to devote myself to my best self, how I can best serve myself for the community and be my best self. I've said self a lot in that conversation. But how to be of service to the
You're
world.
important.
Well, no, how can I be my best human for everybody else? And that comes down to a lot of things. And in these conversations, we cover a lot of topics. We cover politics. We cover how we can be a part of a community. We cover things that are smaller, like that I relate to. Things like, as we went over and what's on your mind about gaming. And we covered a lot of those different topics too on the news show that we have, Q News Tonight. And so one of the things that I want to make sure that we can always incorporate are, no matter what's going on, there's always a way to play. There's always a way to have fun, no matter how serious it gets. And that's why I strongly believe you have to play every day, every way, and make sure that you bond with those around you and tune into what's happening and also tune into us because that's how you move forward in life and that's how you improve as a person.
Well, so there you have it, folks. This is another episode of It's
Hold up,
Happening
your turn.
Yeah, don't worry. And I'm going to say goodnight to everyone out there. Thank you so much for tuning in each week and supporting the conversation of creating culture in the LGBTQ plus community. Without you here at the table, this conversation would be dead in the water. So, until next week, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We'll see you again. And like I said, you matter. You matter in this conversation. So see you at the table next week. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.